Hey everybody, how's it going? Today is January 26th, that's Thursday. You know what that means, it's time for Monster Strike News. So without further ado, let's get going with what is coming up. Actually, first we'll talk about what's about to round up. We've got the Gundam series about to finish. You've got until the end of the month to finish this. Remember, it is a little bit different than usual. It will be ending on the last minute of January in Japan. So January 31st, 23:59 in Japan time is when the gacha will stop. Of course, the missions will be ending by then. The quest will be ending by then, but you have a few extra days to finish the missions because you can, of course, time bell to kind of catch up on that. So don't forget to finish that. However, they did announce a new mission available that will be active starting noon, the 27th of January, and you can, unsurprisingly, we saw that it was missing, so we knew that there was going to be something coming along with it. The Gundam series Strikers card, along with a title and a special Shaw good job sticker for completing this mission, which is completing the new Shaw stage with no water monsters in your party. I don't think that should be too difficult. At least it's not like you have to stock it full of wood monsters, right? You don't need the opposite element for that stage. So not too bad. Again, all you need to do is clear that stage with no water monsters in your party. And that is actually it for the Gundam collab. So hopefully you are on top of the daily drop missions. You've maxed out all of the missions. Remember, you can finish both sides once you complete all of the missions on one side, which is the only way to max luck the two monsters you can get through them. Alright, we have Eins having her debut tomorrow, January 27th, 7 p.m. Japan time. Stay up late to take on her debut stage. We also have Monster Strike Day coming on the 30th, and the end of the month does give you the orb exchange ticket, which of course lets you exchange it for 5 orbs, with the caveat you need to have at most 200 orbs on hand. You can also pick up a super level scroll and a time travel bell, and if you have 3 or more lucky monsters, you can also pick up a Waku Waku stick. Now, this is going to be exciting. They did announce the return of the My Keep Gacha, and this is a really nice gacha where every day for, I believe, 14 days, right? You got your first pull, and then you get 13 retries. And how this works is it's a free gacha. Let me say that again. It's a free gacha that you can do a single pull each day. It does include limited monsters. Obviously, no collab, no alpha monsters, but just the, maybe the Legends Limited, Choju Shinsai, the Gekiju Shinsai Limited, the Elemental exclusive monsters, Oriental Travelers. All of those are in the pool for this gacha. And actually, we can go to the next slide to show how this works. So, day 1, obviously, you're just going to pull, and that'll be your first monster that you can keep. And then on day 2, and starting from day 2, is when you have to decide. You will have your keep monster showing, and then you will do your pull. You'll get a new monster, and it is guaranteed to be new. There are no dupes in this entire series from when you are pulling. You have the option to keep one of the two. Do you want to keep your old monster, or do you want to keep the new monster that you just got? Do keep in mind that the monster that you do not pick will be removed from the pool. It will never come back in the the 13 repulls that you can do in this series. And you're basically going to repeat that every day. Do a pull. Which one do you want to keep? Keep that. Next day, you have a keep monster. Do a pull. Which one do you want to keep? Keep that. Next day, you have the keep monster. Do a pull. And repeat until you have, at most, 13 retries on this gacha. Again, let me reiterate one more time that you are only getting one monster at the end of this. You are not getting an array of monsters. You are keeping one, and that one you keep will be the one you get at the end of this series. Any unselected monsters along the journey will be removed from the pool, so you will not see them again during this series. Right? Now, this is also an important thing, is that you need to make sure that you collect your monster when the re-rolls are done. Remember, I think you have until the 11th to do all of your your Keep Gacha pulls on the 12th, and for 1 week after that, you will see this icon on your home screen. You must click into that and accept your monster that way to make sure you actually get it. If you do not do this, you will not get the monster, and you will have lost a free monster. So please, do not forget to do this. Alright, like we said, the current collab will be ending at the last second of January. We, of course, will be starting with a new series in February, starting at noon. It is the Parthenon series. We get some, I believe, the Roman gods here. Well, let's see them in action, actually. First, we get Neptunus here in the water element, and his abilities look like we have a dragon balance type. He is a bounce type as well. Super anti-gravity barrier, anti-wind, fire element resist, drain, and then on the gauge we have anti-speed down wall. Strike shot is a delay all hit enemies. And then the bomb combos, we have a water rampage reflect laser EL1 and a super attack down blast. Not bad. Art looks pretty good too, I think. Always cool. Alright, the second gacha monster, we have Diana here in the wood element, and she is a Pierce Paladin speed type. We've got anti-warp, super minesweeper M, anti-magic circle, and left position killer. Again, if you divide the screen in half vertically, any monsters on the left side is going to be targeted by this killer ability. Strike shot, speed power up. She will defense down herself, but in return she'll turn into super counter mode, which will give off 100% of her bump combo power. Normally counter mode only gives 50%, if you didn't know that. Bump combos for her, we got Chozetsu, Reflect Spread EL5, and a Super Boomerang, which I believe is a new level of the boomerang that we have not seen before. And last but not least, we have Saturnus here in the dark element. And Saturnus here, we've got super anti-damage wall, super minesweeper M. Okay, there we go. Super laser stop, and on the gauge we have anti-transport wall and dash. She is, of course, oh, I forgot to put the bounce marker there, but she is a bounce Cosmo power type. Strike shot is a speed up and increases power for all friendly units for a set amount of turns, which scales based on the number of enemies you kill during the strike shot. So the more enemies you are able to take down with her strike shot, the more power up your team gets. So I forget who else has this, but definitely an interesting strike shot mechanic. For her bomb combos, we have healing bomb throw and a super status effect recovery blast. And for this gacha, every 10 pulls you do on this gacha will give you an EX bonus. One of the 9 items you see on the left will be given to you as a thanks for doing a 10 pull. There will be no repeats, so you will guarantee to get all 9 if you do 9-10 pulls. And at that point, all of the items will refresh, with the exception of the super scroll, that is super type scroll, sorry, that will only be available for your first 9. It will be replaced with something else in the second set. So if you want to pull that much, there you go. And of course you can see that very, very lucrative dice that we just really don't see except for these EX bonuses nowadays. Here are the farmable event monsters. We've got Ryugu Notsuka in the dark element, and they did note it was pretty cute how different the two forms look like. And then we also have Daiogu Soku no Shin and Iwashi Fuji as your other formable monster. And there is a campaign to go with the next event. We've got basically the total luck of those 3 event monsters will be pooled up, and based on the total luck that you have, you'll be getting additional rewards, which does include a decent amount of tokudamas. Not something to not miss out on. You do get some decent results. Well, you could get some decent results with those tokudamas. But of course there's other items that you can pick up based on the total luck from that. and then we did get this announcement in the Taiwanese version of Monster Strike News last week. Busokuten, or Wuse Zetian, is getting a Transcension. And I have kept the Taiwanese version that I translated. If you follow me on Monst, you would have seen this already. But for those of you who don't, here's a reminder of what we got. We got a bounce demi-human balance type, anti-gravity barrier, minesweeper M, super anti-wind on the main. On the gauge, we have anti-block, repeat hit killer, EL, and drain. It's really nice to see that repeat hit killer, drain. So you're going to be doing good damage and healing if you can get, sneak her in there to do a bunch of kind of bounces. Strike shot 8+12 speed power up and is invincible for a set amount of turns. Bump combo, power field, and super defense down blast. So really cool bump combo there that she has along with her skills. So will be interesting to see if she becomes more relevant in the Monster Strike meta. And if you did follow that news, you saw that there was the announcement of another character that has not been announced for JP quite yet. So we'll have to wait and see how long we have to wait until she joins the Oriental Travelers Gacha. But again, that second monster has not been announced for JP quite yet. And if you didn't see the Twitter tweet, then don't worry about it. The Transcension Kai for this week is Plumeria, and I have to say it's kind of sad to see only one form there for the Kai. But anyway, actually that's always true for the Kais, right? I think it looks better with the Transcension. And there's only a handful of Transcensions left, so yeah. Anyways, Plumeria, bounce, sprite, super balance. We've got super anti-damage wall, flight, gauge, multiplier, retainment on the main. Gauge, we have anti-block and dash M. Connect skill is super anti-warp with strike shot turn reducer, but the connect skill requirement is one or more non-sprite classes, and your team luck needs to be 100 or more. And of course, if you can read Japanese and you look in the connect skill requirements, you want to look out to see katsu. If you see katsu there, that's the word for and you can groan every time you see that. That's the first thing I look for when we see those connect skill requirements. So, when you see that, it's like, this is unfortunate. But anyway, strike shot for Plumeria here, speed and power up, and will delay all hit enemies. The bump combos is a power field and attack defense up. And that is it for this week. Next week we've got Monster Strike News, same time as usual, February 2nd, Groundhog's Day. I don't think that has any bearing to Japan, so don't expect any tie-ins there. But here are next week's lucky monsters. Hopefully you finished Gabuhawk to get one, Rabiko and Susumu. If you did those timed monsters, you should be getting an easy 3 this week as well. So that's it for me today. Thank you for watching. If you have any questions, do let me know in the comments below. I know the last few days I've been a little busy, so haven't been quite as attentive. I'll try to get to the comments later tonight. But yeah, that's it. So if you haven't already, hit the like button, subscribe, and comment below. Monst, Twitter, all these slides are already up there for you to see at any time. And of course, the Discord channel is available for you to talk with any other folks who are active. So that's it for me tonight. Thank you for watching. Until next time, bye bye.